Phones down, phones down. Check up, check up, check up. I'll wait for coach. What's up? How y'all feel? Y'all good? Shit. Yes, sir. Hey man, so I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time, man. Just give me y'all undivided attention, bro. I just wanna holler at y'all on some real big brother aspect of more than just football, but more about life, man. Like what's the key word that I use at practice when the receiver step to the line?
Dominate.
What is it?
Dominate.
Okay. So the name of this is Dominate. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about myself. 18 years old, coming out of high school, highly recruited for football and track. Stepping into college, full scholarship, football and track. I'm thinking I'm the man. Everything is big deal for me. You know what I'm saying? I got my ass on my shoulders, as you can say. As some of y'all do right now. I'm not mad at you. You're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Seniors especially. 18 years old, second semester of college, I was diagnosed with stage 2 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer. I left from Houston to go to North Dakota for school, full scholarship. Parents drove to North Dakota to tell me in person, you have stage 2 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer, you are being taken out of school the next day. I was taken out of school the next day, second semester of my freshman year, and then the next week the school calls me and says, we're taking your scholarship because you can't play for us. They know the situation I was going through of fighting for my life, so they took my scholarship away, so I was on my own. Only people I had was my family. My friends weren't even there. I'm gonna get to that. So, starting with that, lost my scholarship, both scholarships, had to go home. There was a waiting list to get in the hospital that I was going to because of the cancer that I had. Well, just so happened, on the way back home, I was blessed to receive a phone call to say they accepted me into the hospital. So stage 2 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer is the cancer of the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are in your neck, they're in your groin, they're in your underarms. They fight off flus, viruses, colds, any type of sicknesses that you could get. They fight them off. I had a grapefruit-sized tumor in my neck, sticking out past my ear. They said however much it was growing out, that's how much it was growing in. A couple months later, if I would have never caught it, it would have closed my throat and I would have passed away. My survival rate was 30 to 70. I had 30% chance of living. At the age that I was at 18, fresh out of high school, some of y'all will be leaving high school in a couple months to go to college. So this really hits home for me because I was sitting in these same chairs my senior year, not thinking of anything of that caliber could happen to me. That's how real life gets, that fast. You never know what's gonna happen to you, so you have to be ready for anything. Dominate. In this process, I had to undergo 2 neck surgeries, a back surgery, chemotherapy. The chemotherapy that I took was not a regular chemotherapy, it was a test dummy chemotherapy. Chemotherapy that had just came out, hit the market, fresh. So it was either that, get radiation, or get chemotherapy. I decided to get chemotherapy. So, surgeries. First neck surgery went well. Back surgery, I stayed awake for it. They had to drill 2 holes in my back plate, in my lower back. They said if the cancer has hit your bone marrow, it's too late. You're about to die. So I stayed awake for it because I wanted to be there and know if I was about to die. You can't numb a bone. That's why they gave me the option to stay awake. They numbed my skin, but you can't numb a bone. You know how you drill a nail in the wall? That sound? That's the sound that the drill was making going through my bone in my lower back on both sides. That was my first procedure. Second procedure was a neck procedure to pull some type of substance out of the tumor to see exactly where it was, what was going on inside of it. Third procedure. The surgery was supposed to be 4 hours long, taking the tumor outside of my neck. The surgery ended up being 7 hours long because it was bigger than what they expected. The tumor, they said it was supposed to be smaller, but it wasn't. They said that they'll be able to take it out with no problem, but it was mishaps. My right side of my face was supposed to be paralyzed to this day. I was never supposed to play football again. I was never supposed to step foot on the football field again. But I told myself I was gonna dominate the opponent that was coming up against me. At that point in time, my opponent was myself. My body was killing myself. Has anybody ever had to go through a trial where you had to fight for your life? Anybody in here? All right, so just imagine having to fight for your life when you're the one that's killing you. And there's nothing that you could do about it. Only thing that I had that was strong and healthy at that time was my mind. My body was not healthy at the time, but my mind was healthy. My mind was strong. And every time the receiver stepped to the line, what do I say, River? And then what do I say? It's a what?
It's a mind game.
It's a mindset. It's all in your mind. I told myself at that point in time that I will beat my opponent. I will dominate my opponent. No matter what surgeries, no matter what chemotherapy, no matter what the situation was, I put in my mind that I was gonna win. That's why every rep, when y'all step up, I say win the rep. Every time y'all step up to the line, whether offense or defense, I say win the rep, dominate your opponent. Because I say that not just because of football, I say that out of my heart. Because I know what that means. When you're fighting for your life, bro, I was scared. I'm 18 years old fighting for my life with a 30% chance of living, man. That's how real life gets. And the thing about it is, I went to North Dakota to play. I'm from Houston. I went to the #1 cancer center in the world, MD Anderson Cancer Center. None of my friends came to visit me. I had one boy that came to visit me, my day one. He came to visit me. The rest of my friends, none of them came to visit me in my house, in my neighborhood where I grew up at, in my high school where I went was 10 minutes away from the hospital. Which means all of my friends, like y'all friends are in here, and y'all stay down the street, that's how close they were to me, and they still didn't come. How do you think that made me feel? It didn't make me feel no type of way because my mindset was I don't need nobody but myself. I believed in myself more than anybody else believed in me. You don't need nobody to believe in you. If you believe in yourself, you could accomplish anything. I have my family behind me, but it sucks not having your boys behind you. Just like on the football field. If somebody's meant to make that block and you have the ball in your hand and they miss that block, that means your boy was not there for you. And you get lit up, your boy was not there for you. That's how I felt. My boys were not there for me. But anyway, mindset. My mind was dominate. I started chemotherapy. First chemotherapy session was 16 hours long. I'm laying in one bed, can't move. Cords in my neck, cords in my arm, cords in my chest, and I'm just laying there, receiving medicine, wasting away. After a couple weeks of chemotherapy, I dropped down from about 170 something pounds to about 120. I can't walk no more. I'm in the hospital bed, I can't walk no more. Listen to that. You're in a hospital bed. Any one of y'all wake up tomorrow morning and you can't walk anymore, what would you do? Think about it. What would you do? If you can't even walk to the restroom to use the restroom, your father has to carry you to use the restroom because you can't walk on your own. It hurts. It hurts, but in my mind I said, I'm gonna get back. After every surgery, I said, I'm gonna get back on that field. After every surgery coming out of anesthesia, I'm crying saying, I want to play football. That's all I said was I just want to play football. Football was what saved my life because I knew I wanted to get back on that field. I wasn't thinking about my family. I wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about football, the game of football. So when you come on this field, y'all feel my passion when I yell and when I'm excited and everything. I'm trying to transfer that energy to y'all because I really have a passion for this game. This game really saved my life. It really did, because if I had nothing else to focus on, I would have wasted away. I just needed one thing to really love and take pride in to really survive. Another question is, what do you take pride in? Do you take pride in every rep? A lot of people say they want to be great, but do you take every step there is for you to be great? Don't be great on one rep and then cheat the other rep. Don't run up to the line one time and then walk up to the line the other time. Consistency. Consistency is key. Every morning I'm the same way. Every morning I wake up with a smile on my face. You won't hear me complain about nothing except for the sun because it's too hot. Other than that, you won't hear me cry about anything. I never complain. Complaints are excuses. We don't make excuses. We are young, strong men right now. It's all right here. It starts up here. The mental aspect. How great do you want to be? In the midst of fighting cancer, the doctor sends me home, tells me to lay in bed, don't do anything. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning while my parents are asleep, I'm still sneaking to go to the weight room. Walking there. Sneaking at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing I'm not supposed to lift weights, but I still want to do it because that's what drives me to live. That's what drives me to keep going. If I didn't have football, I would have passed away, like literally, dead and gone. Y'all would have never met me to this day. I transfer that energy to y'all because I see that y'all could be great, man. I don't talk just to talk. I don't waste my words. When I say I believe in you, but I cannot believe in you more than you believe in yourself. That's a waste of my time. I need you all to believe in yourself more than I believe in you. Then I can hop on your bandwagon and say, oh, you believe in you? Oh, I'm confident with you. I trust you. You have to trust yourself before anybody else can trust you. Know yourself before you try to be known. Know who you are before you try to make friends. Before you try to step out. Know who you are as a man. As a young man at that. Because life goes fast. Going into college after cancer. Going to a lot of combines right after neck surgeries. I'm routing boys up. I'm acting a fool. Saucing them. Okay. Then the coaches ask me, you doing all this? Where you from? Such and such, such and such. I say, I'm from Houston. What's the situation? Well, I left school because I was diagnosed with cancer. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm running a 4-4. I'm routing people up. I still have bandages around my neck. I'm still gaining weight. I'm not even where I'm supposed to be. But my passion and my heart for the game made me go out there knowing I'm not 100%, but I gave 100%. My effort spoke for me. Even though the coaches shut me down because, oh, you had cancer? Oh, no. We good on that. That could have broke me. I could have gave up. But my mind wouldn't let me. It's all about mindset. You got to dominate your opponent. That was my opponent. Okay, he thought he won. Okay, that's good. I'm not supposed to be there anyway. Next school. So I ended up getting a full scholarship to Wayland Baptist University, a private Christian school in West Texas. Redshirted my first year I got there to learn the offense. But when I redshirted, I did more than learn the offense. I capitalized and perfected the offense. Even though I wasn't playing, mental reps. While all of y'all are back there, while the ones are up there, y'all talking and laughing and throwing the ball, no, I was right there. I'm right next to coach. Okay, what does he got? Okay, what's the play? What formation is this? I'm learning everything that I can to be great. My senior year was the only full year that I played college football. In that midst of that senior year, broke the school record for receiving. In the Hall of Fame at the school now. Was the 2017 offensive MVP. And was a captain on the team, along with my other accolades for the football team. It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. They said I would never play football again a day in my life. A day in my life. If somebody told you that you would never play football, hang your pads up, football is done forever, how would you feel? You wouldn't like it. That's why I tell you every day when y'all step on that field, take advantage of every opportunity that you have, because once them pads come off, real life, it hits and it hurts. A lot of our coaching staff is either trying to play football or have retired. Some of them have gotten hurt, and some of them other instances, like mine. But I dare you to ask either one of them, and they'll tell you, I wish I could pick my pads up again. Right? I wish I could be on that field again. Because once it's over, it's over. But life goes on. You understand what I'm saying? So, therefore, from now on, after hearing this, I don't want to hear no excuses, man. There's no such thing as an excuse, because somebody out there has it way worse than you. Somebody your age out there has it way worse than you. Somebody could be your age right now, dying in the hospital, could be dead tonight, and you have a football game tomorrow, going into your senior year. I know a football player right now that I mentor in California. He's in San Diego, California, and he was diagnosed with cancer. Can't even play this year. Football could be taken away. Life could be taken away that quick. But what are you doing while you're in perfect health right now? What are you doing while you can right now? Do you take advantage of every day? This is besides football. Do you take every second, do you take advantage of it and do something positive with your life or something to set you up in the future? What are you working towards? Don't be prideful, but take pride in everything that you do. We don't just do stuff just to do stuff. We have a purpose with everything that we do on this earth. Now it's on you what you do with your time. Are you going to study when you know you have a game coming up, or are you going to be on FaceTime? Are you going to watch film, or are you going to play the game? Are you going to get extra reps, or are you going to sit on the sideline and BS with your teammates? It's a process to greatness, but the process starts right here before it starts on that field. I believe in y'all. I haven't been here long, but I gained a brotherhood and a mentorship that I can't trade for nothing else, man. I'm not from here. I didn't go to private school, but I fell in love with this because I wish I had this coming up in school, man. I didn't have this coming up. It was rough where I came up, man. Y'all have it good. Y'all have it really good, actually. I just need y'all to love on one another, bro, as brothers, and fight for each other, because you never know. You just never know what'll happen in life. Somebody will be here today and the next day they're gone, and then it's like regrets. Damn, I wish I would've. Damn, I should've said. Damn, we should've went. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to live life with regrets, man. Life is short. Life is too short. At 18, I thought I was gonna lose my life until I changed my mindset. It's all about mindset, and I dominated every day after that because I knew where I wanted to be. Now football now, I don't really care because God aligns my steps and I just follow it. I don't try to force anything. You can't force anything in life because it's not gonna go how you want it to go. He orders your steps already, you just have to follow him. You believe in the plan that is set for you and just follow it, you're gonna be all right. But it starts right here. It's focus, man. It's focus. Don't steer off the path that you on to greatness, man. It'll be a waste of time. It'll be a waste of time. Then we'll feel like, damn, we just wasted our time or we didn't do good enough. When really it's you. It starts with you. Don't look for us to push you. Look for you to push you. I had nobody pushing me because I wasn't even supposed to be working out. I pushed myself. You have to be your number one fan. Even if nobody is a fan of you, you be your number one fan. Don't look at don't look for accolades for anybody from anybody else. Nobody should have to tell you, oh, do this. Oh, you did good. You shouldn't have to look for that. You know when you did good. You know when you gave your all. And you know when you didn't. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, so this season, hey, brotherhood, dominate, and let's win the championship. Y'all feel me? All right, go.